Welcome back to another episode of MotoGP Mac, and today we're going to talk about the upcoming race in Austria. Now, we are going live this weekend on Sunday for race day. It will be Ghost Rider and Sleepwalker in the chair. I am actually away on holidays, so I will be watching while drinking a beer for once. Anyway, before we get into it, here is the schedule for Friday. Here is the schedule for Saturday, and here is the schedule for Sunday. Now, I normally use the previous race to get an understanding of where I think the riders are going to finish. However, if you do remember last year's race, everything was going fine until the last few laps, and then it decided to rain, with majority of the field then popping into the pit lane to change tyres. A couple actually braved it out on slicks, and one of those who did that was Brad Binder, who won the race from Pecco Bagnaia by 12 seconds. Martin was in third, Mir was in fourth, Marini was in fifth, Lecona was in sixth, Quartararo was in seventh, Rossi was in eighth, Alex Marquez in ninth, and Aleix Espargaro was in 10th. So this week's race is very hard to judge going off how I normally do it. Also, this weekend, the track changes have been implemented and that new chicane will be in play for this weekend. Now, I'm still not sure what I do think of the chicane. I do think it actually goes the wrong way, in my honest opinion, because if someone does have an issue with, say, brake failure, there is a good possibility that they could still T-bone someone coming back across the track. So if the chicane went the opposite way and if they turned left instead of right, I think maybe that could have been avoided. But anyway, I think Yamaha are going to suffer a little bit because of this chicane. While it's not the fastest chicane, so it's going to cost Yamaha a lot of grunt to try and get out of that and get up to speed. So I think the Ducatis and Hondas may eat them, and the Aprilia may eat them coming out of there. Aleix Espargaro still has that injury to his heel. Not sure how he will be in that. Will he be a bit tentative? Saying that on race day he's going to go flat out, and there's no doubt about that. But again, I think he has to be cautious with so many races coming up in such a short period of time. I think he just needs to be very careful. It'll be interesting to see, can Mav repeat another podium? If he does, and that's 3 podiums on the bounce, you have to say that he's in play for 4th or even 3rd in the championship going at that rate. I do think it's a massive weekend for Johan Mir. I think he really needs to produce the goods. In the last 8 races he has had 5 DNFs, and that's not good. Do you know what I mean? Especially when you're trying to hunt for a job. Now, saying that, I do think Honda have been a bit blinded to what is going on in Europe, so maybe they mightn't know that he's had poor performance. But again, with Honda, I do think it's going to be a tough weekend for them. But I'd never bet against Jack Miller in this circuit, and the reason I'm saying that is because it is a fast and flowing circuit, okay, previous to the chicane. So I think it'll be very interesting to see how he handles that. I'd never count him out of the top 3. If I'm going to pick my Friday fastest man, I think it's going to be Pecco. But I'd love to know who you think is going to be fastest tomorrow. Definitely leave in the comments below, and I'll be back again tomorrow with a different type of video. I just want to take a minute to also thank you for watching my videos and the support that you've shown so far. If you haven't subscribed already and you would like to subscribe, it would mean an awful lot to me if you did. I'm starting this channel realistically so that we can all enjoy MotoGP together, with the aim of streaming a live video when the GP races are on.